Welcome back to our channel. Today we'll be taking a look at some amazing facts about the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Before we get into the video, don't forget to subscribe for more amazing videos like this. The Leaning Tower of Pisa is a famous structure located in the Italian city of Pisa. It is one of the most popular tourist attractions in Italy and is famous for its distinctive tilt. But what exactly makes the tower so unique, and why should you visit it? Here are 12 amazing facts about the Leaning Tower of Pisa that you probably didn't know. Fact number 1. The Leaning Tower of Pisa was not actually meant to be a leaning tower. In fact, when construction began in 1173, it was intended to be a freestanding bell tower for the nearby cathedral. However, just a few years into construction, it began to list to one side. Despite several attempts to correct the tilt, the tower continued to lean and eventually became so severe that it had to be supported by guy wires. Fact number 2. The Leaning Tower of Pisa is not the only leaning tower in Pisa. There are actually 4 other towers in the city that also lean. However, the Leaning Tower of Pisa is the only one that leans to one side. The other 4 towers are freestanding and do not lean. Fact number 3. The Leaning Tower of Pisa has been closed to the public several times throughout history. In the 16th century, it was closed due to fears that it might collapse. And in the 19th century, it was closed due to overcrowding. It was finally reopened to the public in 1990 after extensive restoration work. Number 4. You can climb to the top of the Leaning Tower of Pisa. There are 294 steps leading to the top of the tower, where you can enjoy stunning views of the city of Pisa and the surrounding countryside. Be warned, though, the climb is not for the faint of heart, as the stairs are narrow and winding. Fact number 5. The Leaning Tower of Pisa is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Along with the other 3 towers in Piazza dei Miracoli, the Leaning Tower of Pisa is considered to be a masterpiece of medieval architecture and is protected by the United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization. Fact number 6. The Leaning Tower of Pisa is not as tall as you might think. At just over 18 meters or 56 feet, it is dwarfed by many other famous towers around the world. The tallest tower in the world is the Burj Khalifa in Dubai, which is over 830 meters or 2,717 feet tall. Fact number 7. The Leaning Tower of Pisa is not as old as you might think. Although it began construction in 1173, it was not completed until 1372. That's over 200 years of construction. Fact number 8. The Leaning Tower of Pisa almost didn't happen. In 1101, the citizens of Pisa decided to build a new cathedral because their old one was too small. They hired the architect Buscetto di Magano to design the cathedral as well as a campanile or bell tower. However, construction was soon halted due to financial problems. It wasn't until 160 years later that construction began again. This time, the tower was designed by the architect Bonanno Pisano. Fact number 9. The Leaning Tower of Pisa is not the only leaning tower in Italy. In fact, there are several other towers throughout the country that also lean. One of the most famous is the Torre Pendente di San Gimignano, which leans even more than the Tower of Pisa. Fact number 10. The Leaning Tower of Pisa is not the only attraction in Pisa. The city is also home to the Piazza dei Miracoli, which contains 4 other major attractions. These are the Cathedral of Santa Maria Assunta, the Baptistery of San Giovanni, the Camposanto Monumentale, and the Museo dell'Opera del Duomo. All of these attractions are part of the UNESCO World Heritage Site. Fact number 11. The Leaning Tower of Pisa was built on unstable ground. This is one of the main reasons why the tower began to lean. The soil in Pisa is made up of layers of clay and sand, which is not very stable. When the tower was being built, the weight of the building caused the ground beneath it to settle unevenly. Fact number 12. Attempts were made to fix the lean, of the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Over the years, several attempts were made to fix the lean of the tower, but they only made things worse. In the 16th century, a lead counterweight was added to the top of the tower in an attempt to pull it back upright. However, this caused the tower to lean even more. In the 19th century, it was decided that the best course of action would be to simply let the tower continue to lean and put guy wires on it to keep it from falling over. The Leaning Tower of Pisa is truly a remarkable structure. It's hard to imagine how something so tall could be so unstable. But it's also amazing to see how the people of Pisa have managed to preserve it for all of these years. If you ever get the chance to visit, be sure to do so. You won't regret it. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed this video about the Leaning Tower of Pisa. If you did, please leave us a comment below. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this. We post new videos every day, so there's always something fresh and new for you to watch. We hope to see you again next time.